Everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another video today. I'm going to be using quite a bit of Vicki Boutin's Kaleidoscope collection, and that's where that cloud paper comes from. It's the lookup paper. And then I also have the 6x6 pad. So I wanted to mat these photos, and I really like the way that leaf paper looked, but I didn't have enough of a frame around them at any point. So I'm going to go trim up each of the photos, and that is the 6x8 mixed media pad that I'm using. And this is one of my own stories. It was about a run in one of my favorite places. I did a 5-mile run on a trail near a Scrapbook retreat house that I go to quite often. And I really like how the sky paper brings in that beautiful sky, and then the leaf paper brings in all that beautiful nature there. So then I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking there's not enough of a transition between the background paper and the cloud paper. But so I kind of go back to the 6x8 mixed media pad, and I find that butterfly paper, which I do like, but it doesn't seem quite right. And this paper I like because it has a lot of the colors in it, but it feels like it's a little bit too much. So I'm looking at that butterfly paper again and putting that down. And still not quite loving it. It feels, I don't know, like there's too many angles or something when I'm looking at this. And I do like the idea of the butterflies because of the run. Now, this I like. So that leaf paper there is also from the 6x8 mixed media pad. And I like the small print. So there's a really nice transition between that print and the photo mat. And what I realized here is I wanted to flip the photos the other way, because otherwise the road was going out and the little stream there was going out. So it was taking your eye away from the center of the photo cluster there. So there we go. Now I've got it. And you can't really tell here, but that photo is actually a photo of a really big hill that I have to run up right before I finish this run. So that's why it's there. It's important to me for that reason. All right, now I took that butterfly paper again and I put it on the right. And I really like how that transitions there. I still am not in love with all the angles here though, but I think I have a solution for that, perhaps using that border sticker. So again, I'm playing, and I'm really liking how the blue comes in beautifully and the green comes in beautifully, and you just get a feeling for the nature on this run because it's on a beautiful trail. And I hadn't done a 5-mile run in quite a while. I was injured over the winter and sick both, which I rarely get, but it took me a little bit. So it felt really good to do this on a late April day. And the next day we got snow, so it felt even better. So now I've gone to my Memento Dewdrop gray flannel ink, and that is just begging to be ink, those edges of those papers, because obviously Vicki Boutin does a lot of mixed media. Those papers are made to be messed up and all those kinds of things. You could use this in watercolor beautifully on that pad because the papers are so thick and there's a little bit of almost graininess to them. They're a thicker, kind of really nicer cardstock, but I really liked just the plain black and white here to really set those photos off from the background. Okay, so going back here, and I'm loving these arrows because they promote a feeling of going forward, which I'm on a run, so that's kind of a cool thing. I don't want them to go all the way across the page though. I just want them to kind of frame out what's going, the two black and white pieces of paper. So I'm going to ink up this sticker. Even though it's a smooth finish, I'm still going to do it, and yeah, it'll come off here and there, but it'll be fine. So that sticker is from the Kaleidoscope. Let me see. I believe from the Kaleidoscope, yeah, stickers. And I just cut it off so there was a full arrow on the right, and then the left is the part where it's not, because that's kind of like following behind, if that makes any sense. And I like how the brown is also bringing in the brown from the photographs, both of the photographs as well too. So all the colors really made sense to me here. Now again, I'm looking up at the top, and that feels too angular and abrupt as well to me, especially because of the kind of floaty cloud background. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do to help with that. And I find that Tell Your Story sticker there. That is from a Vicki Boutin mixed media sticker pack, and I don't know what collection that was from, but I think it might be one of her first collections. I don't have a name on it. It came in a kit that I got at one point. So now I'm going to the cut apart sheet, and there's this really great cut apart that says everything about you. And I'm going to use that to journal on and to also help soften up those top angles a little bit. That comes from the Vicki Boutin Kaleidoscope Beyond Words paper, and again, that's the cut apart paper. And I'll just tuck it right in there. And then what I did, and I'm thinking about maybe chopping off the red, because I don't really have red in here. And then I decide, oh, it's fine. I really want the room to journal. And then as I move the Tell Your Story sticker there as well, just to have that kind of sit up on top. Now I want to soften up these edges a little bit. So on the kaleidoscope sticker sheet, there are these lovely flower stickers. So I'm going to use both of these to kind of create a diagonal line across the photos here. And that helps really draw your attention, even though I have a lot of busy papers and I'll have embellishment on here, because I'm creating that line, diagonal line with the two bright colored flowers. Your eye is going to go right through the photographs, and so it will see those photographs as being important because these are framing them. All right, so I kind of need, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm kind of playing around with that a little bit. And then I grabbed these puffy flower stickers from Pebbles. It's the Delightful Collection puffy stickers. And I'm just going to add in a couple of these in colors that make sense with the layout. So the pink, the yellow one at top, a pink and hot pink and blue one on the bottom, and then a hot pink on the top again. All right, so I like that because then those puffy stickers give me some dimension, because everything else right now is really flat. Now I could pop things up here, I just have chosen not to. There's a lot going on this page with embellishment, so I'm thinking leaving it would be a good idea. As I did this, I realized that the two photos weren't butted up exactly against each other, which then creates a little problem because I can't take the sticker off or I'll wreck the photograph and I don't want to reprint it. So what I did is I just cut that little bit of the arrow sticker off that was sticking beyond the flowers there. And then I realized there was one more flower sticker that's kind of like the other ones in that it's a single one. So I just grabbed that and put it in the bottom cluster, and that works with all the other colors on here. Then I saw this camera sticker and thought, well, I'm obviously taking a photo, so I'm going to do that. And then there was this bird, you know, and I'm out in nature, so it makes sense to have a bird sitting on the layout there. So it's just using things up as I can kind of find a reason to do that, or not really have a reason, but I do. Then there is this phrase here that says capture it. And I like that because I did actually stop to take these two photos on my run to capture the joy in this particular run and how I was loving them. And these are from the Kaleidoscope stickers again. And then that's memory sticker up there on the top. All right, guys, I am basically done here. So here's the still shot and a couple of details. Hope you're all well, and I will be back with another layout again soon. Bye!